Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to a new unboxing video. So for today we have yet another bezel less phone. This one is called the Bluboo S1 and I believe it costs somewhere around $200, so not that cheap but not that expensive either. So for specs we have a 5.5 inch screen with a 1080p resolution. We have the Helio P25 CPU, which is an Octa core CPU. We have 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, and of course the device is running Android 7. So without further delay, let's check this out. Alright, so first things first, on the front here we see the S1, which is the model name, the brand name, it's right here, and turning this around we can see some of the specifications. So I already told you the specifications, the octa-core CPU, 4 gigs of RAM and so on. So I'm gonna get my little knife from here and we'll cut this open. Oh no, my knife fell apart. So let's see if we can do it like this. Alright. And let's see the phone. So this should look very similar to the Doji Mix, if I remember correctly. Of course, I haven't seen that one, but I've seen it in other people's reviews. Okay, so we'll leave the phone out for a bit. Let's see what else we have in the box here. So in here, we have a case. So we have a silicone case from the looks of it, and that's nice because it's difficult to find cases for these phones. So a silicone case, and we also have a screen protector. Now the screen protector, now it's the right size. So it's a good thing that it comes with a screen protector as well. So we'll leave that one aside. We have a couple of manuals, some warranty card, and hopefully we don't have to use any of those. Dear customers, thank you for choosing the Bluboo product, blah, 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 blah. All right, so it's from the CEO of Bluboo, if you are wondering. Let's see what else we have in here. I have to say that the box, it's made out of this soft cardboard. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but it doesn't feel like a cheap cardboard. That's what I mean. I see that we have an adapter here. So this is USB-C to a 3.5mm audio jack. So I'm assuming that this phone doesn't have a 3.5mm audio jack. So this is the adapter right here, and we also have the SIM card tray ejector tool. So I guess that phone doesn't have a 3.5mm audio jack. We also have the USB-C cable and the power adapter. Let me get this close to the camera here. Hopefully the camera can focus. So from the looks of it, this is a fast charger as well, but I have the European one. Alright, so let me get all this stuff off the table. And now we are gonna check out the phone. So we have some protective plastics covering the phone. Wow, it looks so cool. Well, this is much smaller than the Maze Alpha that I had the other day, so much smaller and easier to hold. So I believe that it's about the same size as the Doji Mix, maybe a bit smaller. I haven't actually checked the specs, but I will do that. The back here could be made out of glass, but I can't say for sure. It's probably just plastic. The frame, well, it's not made out of metal from the looks of it, and it could be maybe a ceramic material. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels plasticky. On the left hand side we can find the SIM card tray. On the right hand side we have the power buttons and the volume keys. On top there is nothing, and at the bottom we just have what looks like 2 speakers. However, I only believe that we have 1 speaker and 1 microphone, and the USB-C port, and no 3.5mm audio jack, which is quite strange. On the back we have 2 cameras. I believe that one of them is a 13 megapixel camera and the other one is a 3 megapixel camera, so I'm not expecting amazing pictures taken with the bokeh effect. We also have the flash, and it doesn't seem to be like a dual tone flash, and of course the Bluboo logo. On the front, all the way at the top, there we're gonna find the speaker, and we still have some type of bezels all around the screen, so we're not exactly bezel less, but much smaller than other phones that we've seen in the past. At the bottom we have the fingerprint button, and hopefully this is a home button as well, and the front-facing camera that I believe that it's a 5 megapixel camera. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. We'll set it up very quickly. So we see the brand name, which is Bluboo, and we'll give it a second till it starts up. So it did start right away. I didn't have to do anything. And well, from the looks of it, it looks kind of like stockish Android, not that much, but kind of like stock Android. We also have the navigation buttons, and I'm curious to see if this I think this is, let's see, this is probably a back button. So the home button, which is the fingerprint scanner, it's basically a back button as well. Right, what I want to check first is the fingerprint scanner. Let's see how fast that is. So if I go to settings, and at settings here, let's find the security or screen something, lock screen, gesture unlock, location, fingerprints. Let's select a fingerprint. So continue, fingerprint to the pattern. So we'll select this one, we'll go continue, we'll select that one more time, we'll go confirm. And then we are gonna check out the fingerprint scanner. So I'm just gonna have to touch this a few times so it can save my fingerprint basically. So once that's saved, we can press done. And now I'm wondering if the fingerprint scanner works. So we have to do this for the first time, and let's check that one more time. So not bad. I would say about the same speed as we've seen with the Maze Alpha. So it's not extremely fast, but it does seem to work okay. And it seems to be accurate because I've touched it like 6 times already, and it unlocks every single time. What else do we have here? We don't really get that many apps, well, basically garbage apps that come pre-installed. We get some Google apps, which are also useful. And if we go to settings again, here the settings app looks just like stock Android basically. And if we go to about phone, we're gonna see that we have the Bluboo S1 and the Android version, Android 7.0. And I'm just wondering if we can change those buttons around here. Gesture unlock. So if we go to display maybe, and navigation bar, we can actually move those around. So if you want the back button on the other side, you can do that. And we can even hide the navigation bar, and basically we can use everything from here. We might as well check out the cameras quickly. So I'm gonna turn this around, we'll point it towards myself. So we get the exact same message that we've seen on the Maze Alpha. So you're better off to turn the phone around when taking a picture. So let's just take a picture and let's check out that picture. Gallery always, allow. So not horrible, but not spectacular either. The picture is a bit grainy here and there, but that's to be expected, and mostly for a cheaper device like this one. And let's turn this around towards the back. So I can see that we have a few modes in there. That's the picture taking mode, that's face beauty. We have the blur mode in there, the mono. So technically you could take black and white pictures, but I wanna see how the pictures with the blur effect show up, because on most cameras, unfortunately, they don't do that great. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same case with this one. But again, I'll have to go outside. Well, I can't really say. Maybe it's better than other phones. But I'm gonna have to go outside and test this out better. Because here there is a lot of light pointing from a lot of directions, and it's difficult to tell. So definitely I'll have more on the camera in the full review. And I also see that we have a Pro mode in here as well. And that means that you can select the ISO and so on. So next I'm gonna sign in with my account. I wanna download the Antutu Benchmark and the Geekbench 4 because I wanna run those to make this video a bit more useful. But I noticed that we also have dual band Wi-Fi, because I can see my 5 GHz and my 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi bands. So a good thing to know. So I'm gonna get connected and then we'll run those benchmark results, and I'll be back with the results. Alright, so on the Geekbench 4 we get a multi-core score of about 3300, and on the Antutu Benchmark we get a score of about 60,000. So basically decent scores for the Helio P25, but I believe that I've seen better scores for other devices in the past. Now, the first impressions are somewhat positive for this phone. So first of all, the phone is smaller than most other phones with 5.5-inch screens. So we have the OnePlus 5 there. And here we have the Xiaomi Mi 5X. So you can probably see the phone is smaller than both devices, and we have a 5.5-inch screen, which is quite nice. And for weight, well, the phone is not as heavy as other phones that we've seen in the past. So if I put it on the scale here, we only have about 170 grams, which is pretty good. I mean, we still have bezels all around the screen. Now you can't really see them because the screen saver or the wallpaper is black, but if I open something white, you can definitely see the bezels all around the screen. But again, let's keep in mind the price of the phone. So overall, the phone is not bad for now, but we'll have to see how good the battery life is, because we only have a 3500 milliamp battery, and how good the pictures turn out from that rear camera, those rear cameras basically. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to press that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.